Raiders and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. First carry for Carlos Hyde. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The starting 11 on your screen now, and the one we discuss is Torrey Smith.
You would do worse than to just call long pass plays and throw it to Torrey Smith. He can certainly take the top off of any defense.
Again, it's Hyde. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Partner, I like Carlos Hyde coming out of Ohio State because I like the way that he would run inside and bodies would just scatter when he got through there. A very strong, aggressive runner inside.
Finished just shy of 1,000 with 988. If you're a back, how much does that hurt?
It hurts a lot, and then you want to talk to the official scorer at home and say, you couldn't find 12 more yards for me somewhere?
First down, a run with Hyde. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. Charles, I don't want to belittle Torrey Smith because he obviously has a lot of talent, but I don't know that San Fran has seen the production out of him the last couple years they had hoped for.
Well, they haven't, and you know, just look at the raw numbers. What do you have, 53 catches in the last 2 years?
Total.
Has not been the deep threat that they expected and what he performed like in Baltimore. So what they've got to do is look at themselves, too. Quarterbacking, that's an issue for them. You know, the offensive line, so people have time to throw the deep ball and get some other receivers around him, take some of the pressure off, because when used properly, Torrey Smith can still be a big-time player in this league. Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive linemen, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
On first down, Kaepernick. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Defense showing blitz. On second down, Hyde. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They run again with Hyde on first. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Here's a look at the young Atlanta Falcons, although next year, obviously, everyone will be a year older. So rookies like Deion Jones, Keanu Neal, Devondre Campbell, an extra year, well, their only year, but a year under their belt now to get better.
They're just young and growing, aren't they? I mean, I expect their play to continue to accelerate and elevate And think about the building blocks they had in front of them. Second-year guys in 2016 who had big years. Grady Jarrett, a monster in the Super Bowl, tied a sack record in that game against New England. And Vic Beasley led the NFL in sacks for the regular season with 15.5 and also had 6 forced fumbles.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. On third and long, it's Kaepernick. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. And caught by Curley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Kaepernick looking to throw. 3rd and 2. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Now Kaepernick. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
And when you watch Devontae Freeman run the football, you can almost close your eyes and hear him running the football, can't you? Because people just scatter. I mean, you know, when he goes through a pile, it moves in a positive direction for him. I just love how hard he plays the game.
1,000-yard season. He had 11 touchdowns last year. In March, 25 years old. So he's kind of hitting that sweet spot for a running back, isn't he?
He really is, and I still remember the evaluation of him coming out of college. He does everything well, but you weren't sure he had a dominant trait. Well, wrong about that. He's dominant just about everything he does, and I think that he's going to continue to elevate his game and seek a 3rd Pro Bowl in 2017.
On second down, here's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle.
And Brandon, I think Mohamed Sanu had a nice career while he was in Cincinnati, but he really elevated 2016 in Atlanta. The most catches for himself in a single season.
59 of them, 4 touchdowns. Really a nice compliment to Julio Jones, and he was a nice compliment in Cincinnati. I don't want to say he's not a number 1 receiver, but he plays that number 2 slot well, doesn't he?
He does, and I think it's because of his versatility. He can play in the slot. He can play out wide. They can use him as a wildcat quarterback. He has thrown passes in the NFL. In fact, going back to his days at Rutgers, I think he threw 18 passes while he was at Rutgers, so you never know what you're going to get when Mohamed Sanu has his hands on the football.
Over 1,400 yards last year for Jones, just 6 touchdowns, but, you know, of course he had the big 300-yard game. However, when he was blanketed with coverage, he always opens things up for other guys, doesn't he?
He does, and that's what's benefited Atlanta's offense. Other guys were able to step up. In 2016, Mohamed Sanu stepped up and had his best year as a pro. Austin Hooper, as a young tight end, really developed down the stretch. And Taylor Gabriel, who had come over as a free agent from Cleveland, he really flourished, actually led the team in touchdown catches. But there's only one Julio Jones, and you want to get the ball to him as much as possible.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taylor Gabriel, 28 yards. And the Falcons are in for 6. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Complete to Quentin Patton. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Kaepernick now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction. And then you have the OTAs and minicamps. We get to see them on the field for the first time. And we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, That means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. They come up in an offset eye. Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now it's Curley. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They run high, and he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Caught outright by Patton. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
2 yards to go here on 3rd down. Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. It's caught, Patton. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that.
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Jeremy Curley in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Ryan steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Tackle made by Antoine Bethea. And they're going to speed things up here. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's who loved the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Ryan, and that's caught by Tammy. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Now Ward. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Ryan. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Finding Gabriel complete. And the QB steps over the line of scrimmage. That's an illegal forward pass.
And that is so rare because at the different positions, you have to know different things. Wide receivers have to know where the first down line is. Quarterbacks almost always know where the line of scrimmage is.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
Now it's Ryan. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. 3rd down here.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. On 3rd down, Ryan. And this is caught at the 8. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st and goal from the 8. They'll run here with Freeman. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them. Well, I haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't like a target that size. I mean, that's a big, tall receiver, and somehow he missed him anyway.
Yeah, tempting to just put it out there for him to go get it, but dangerous throw and not on target.
Yeah, sometimes even a receiver with that type of catch radius can't haul them in if they're not accurate.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 1st down, Kaepernick. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. He's got his guy. It's Patton over the middle. 11 yards for number 11. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. He dumps it to Hyde. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Out to the flat for Hyde. It's a pickup of 21. And the 49ers are set up now with a 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. He's got time in the pocket. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brooks Reed in there to get him for a loss of 5. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Can't find anyone open. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with 1st and goal. Have to believe that they'll continue to bring the pressure on 3rd down.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Dwan Harris, the running back, the one he was trying to get it to. And it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 74 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that one needed a little time to develop because he started lined up out wide left. He caught that on the right side of the field.
And you're exactly right about the time because that's not going to be a quick developing pattern, but also great sight lines for the guy throwing the ball. To see a receiver cross his face and his sight line from one side of the field to the other, that usually attracts your attention. If you think he's open, you go ahead and deliver it, as we just saw there.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Paul Warlow. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On second down, Freeman. And he is... And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A long way to go for the offense here on third down. In motion goes the tight end. Third and long. It's Ryan. And that's caught by Tammy. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Fresh set of downs here. In motion, the tight end. On first down, Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Ryan wants to throw it. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
In motion right is Jones. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They come up in an offset eye. And the wideout in motion.
Hey, let's go.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And quickly they get to the line. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Ryan to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.